Hey everybody, how are you doing? Welcome and happy Friday. Welcome to the Local Marketing Institute Q&A Live with your hosts, Greg Gifford from Search Lab Digital, which you can find him on Blue Sky. Just saying. Greg, we can find
Yeah,
him.
but at least we've got the sound effects back. So next time I'll have it right because I don't have an active PowerPoint subscription on this computer, so I can't go and update that. But it'll be fixed for next time.
Fine, fine, fine. Whatever you say, man. Okay. All right. And Ben Fisher with Steady Demand, which you can't find me on Blue Sky because I just don't believe in Blue Sky. I was on it for a little while.
I tried hard, man. It didn't work.
I mean, I have to do I do LinkedIn now, and I do like Twitter for the hell of it, but that's about it. It's just like
Yeah,
I
it's all LinkedIn for me now.
yeah, exactly. Or if I want to get pissed off, I go to Twitter.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, and you can join us on Facebook, the other evil marketplace, at the Local Marketing Institute Connect, where we have north of 2.6 thousand awesome members. And finally, if you would like Greg and I in your ear at any time, anywhere, we don't care, in the gym, in the car, it doesn't matter.
Even in the bathroom.
I don't know if I would go that far. Maybe like
Man.
if you have a wireless like radio in the shower or something, you know what I mean? I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll see. But you can find us on Apple and Google and Spotify and even my heart radio. And I
So how
think
are you, my friend?
we're doing good over here, man. Doing good. How about you, brother?
I am great. I don't travel for a whole month.
I know. I was actually just about to say this. It's like I miss actually saying, Greg, where are you traveling to this week?
Yeah, I'm just about over my jet lag. I was in Brighton all last week for Brighton SEO. It was awesome. There were a ton of OG speaker friends there. Several people I hadn't seen in 3 or 4 years, and
Nice.
it just was a random occurrence that everyone decided to come to this Brighton SEO. So it was like high school reunion type, really awesome nights out at dinner, hanging out with tons of friends. It was amazing and good conference too, but for
That's
sure, really awesome seeing everybody.
that's awesome, brother. That is really awesome. So, all right, cool. So let's see. Let's take a look at who is with us today. All right. So we got Chad's with us. Oh, new people actually here. Nice. Donna's here with us. How's it going, Donna? John Penos, Penios? No, I totally screw up his last name. Anyway, John's here. Juan Mesa, of course, is with us. Mark Barris. Hey, what's up, Mark? Stephen, the Asman, is with us, of course. How you doing? It's Susan here with us. And of course, Jan. What's going on, Mr. Jan? All right. All right. So anyway, let's get rocking and rolling.
We should start before we do anything else with Russ's question that just came in.
Oh God, what happened? Okay.
Russ's question is, what happened to Ben's weekly local news email recaps? I miss those.
God, Russ, you're right. Those actually will be coming in Tuesday, guaranteed. So that's the answer to your question. You got it. They're coming back. All right. So speaking of questions, please, if you have a question, throw it into the Q&A widget. If you would like to GBP roast or a website roast, why not throw that into the widget as well? We'll audit something, have a suspension, have something like that going on. Greg and I would be more than happy to help. Let's get this Q&A loaded up.
Yeah, drop in those questions.
All right.
And then, is it now? Do we have news?
Yes, 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 yes. Go,
So
go,
it's time
go.
for the news. Yay,
Dude,
we have sounds back.
I was like so about to be like, oh no, the sound's not working. Oh shit,
I
dude.
was too, like the button didn't work. I had to click it again.
Oh, okay, all right. All right. Good. Failure to launch. Got it. All right, so let's get started here. So the first thing is This is kind of interesting. I don't have a link for this today, but we have Reddit is coming back on the scene again when it comes to SEO. And so Google, in their infinite wisdom, has now started to introduce expert answer snippets into AI overviews. And so it's actually kind of interesting because it's starting to basically take a look at different social platforms. And so when somebody is asking a question in the AI overview, now it's bringing in those basically like let's say we're talking about 3D printing, right? And you know something about CAD, right? And
Right?
somebody's asking that question, it might have that answer in the AI overview. Basically, that's what's happening right now. So,
Yeah, it's cool. Like
and
I
I think
think
I thought I saw something about Reddit like streaming into some GBP stuff as well, but I didn't get too deep into it.
yeah, I mean it makes sense as they move more towards the whole personalization thing that they're trying to do. It makes sense to pull in reasoning for the answer. It's like kind of basically it seems like they're trying harder to give you a reason of why the synthesized answer is what it is. So I think that makes a lot of sense. We'll see. Obviously, this stuff is going to change again in 2 months anyway, so we'll see what happens.
Give it maybe a 2 weeks, dude. Come on,
Yeah,
2 months? Heck no. But yeah, I mean, I personally like it because I mean, I don't know about you, but my habit is go on Google search, see an AI overview. I go to Reddit anyway. Sometimes I even just search for my question with the word Reddit because I want to see what Reddit has to say.
yeah,
So there is that usefulness.
yep, for sure.
All right. So the next thing we've got is all right. So this actually really shows your age. Okay. And that is that all right. Who here in the audience remembers ask.com?
The same people that would remember this sound.
Right? Exactly. So ask.com is finally giving up the ghost. It's dead. It's gone. It's buried. Jeeves is no longer. We will think fondly of him forever, of course. I don't know. I don't know about you, but I mean, I remember when Ask launched,
Yeah,
and I was actually really excited back in those days. I was like, "Oh my God, something like an avatar. I could just ask it a question; it'll give me an answer."
I know, right?
And then my
The magic
ADHD.
of the internet.
Yes, exactly. And then my ADHD kicked in, and I was like, "Oh, go.com." So, but anyway, but yeah, I mean, but I can't believe it actually took this long for it to die. I mean, I thought it should have died a long time ago.
Honestly, when the news came out, I was like, wait, it was still going?
Right.
Which is probably a big clue as to why it's not going anymore because nobody cared and nobody went there.
Exactly. Exactly. All right. So in normal fashion, yeah, right.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's a
exactly,
good
Chad.
domain. It is a good domain. I will agree with that, you Chad. So, all right. So this one, I don't know. I'm going to put it out there, but I kind of don't care. So personally, all right. So the internet in local is abuzz with people stating that suspensions of domain-based email accounts are on the rise. Don't fucking worry about it. Seriously, don't worry about it. It's a big old nothing burger. It's not really happening. Um, some people are reporting it, but a lot of what's going on, exactly, Susan. A lot of what's going on. I mean, you know me. I love this topic, right? But but yeah, I mean, a lot of what's going on here is more of along the lines of echo chamber.
Yeah.
Like one person stands up and goes, "Me, me, me," and then all of a sudden you get this army of people who just rise up and go, "Oh yeah, me too." That's pretty much what's happening here. It's a coincidence.
Yeah.
The only reason I know this, or I can say this with confidence, is that we deal with hundreds of new cases when it comes to suspensions every single month. We have not had one instance of an account level suspension, not one. So I usually use our workload as a kind of a measuring stick as to what's happening because we get so many different types of cases every single day. And yeah, we haven't seen this. So I'm pretty much going to have to give it a thumbs down. I'm going to have to say it's not happening. What do you think, buddy?
So it should be a news
Right.
piece.
Exactly. Yeah. So anyway, do with it what you will. The next one's got me actually really tickled and excited. And yes, I said tickled and excited. And that is that the beta for ads in ChatGPT is now open and available to everybody. I don't know how much it costs yet, don't know how it works yet, but guess what? I'll probably tell you that in 30 days. So I'm looking forward to trying it. What about you, buddy?
Uh, I've talked to people that are in the beta, and it's pretty awful, apparently,
Really?
and not a great interface and not good results at all.
Interesting.
I mean, we'll fool around with it, obviously, but I do not have any positive expectations for it.
Well, I would say I pretty much agree with you on that one. But hey, gotta try it, right?
Yeah, like I know some people that were large enough to be in the beta, and they pulled out and quit doing it mid beta because it was so bad. So
That bad,
doesn't bode
really?
well.
Right on, right on. All right, brother. Well, with that, it is time to get into questions.
So let me ask you the first one
Oh,
from Bill. This is left from last time, and Bill did show up today to
let's
hear
hear. Let's
to
see it.
hear his question. And his question is about duplicate posts.
Sure.
So he says, this year, Google has rejected duplicate posts for some locations. I'm seeing it with select clients in my local Viking dashboard. While I understand Google doesn't want to see the same promo post over and over again, my clients have weekly event nights that help with conversions. Monday might be karaoke night, Tuesday bowling night, etc. To create one graphic and description and have LV post it every week is easy enough. To have to create a unique graphic and description every week is a lot of work and serves no one. What can be done? Note, it's not happening with every client, just a couple.
Yeah. So number one, there is no duplicate post penalty or anything like that when it comes to GBP. Okay. So that's the first thing you need to understand. You can post the same damn thing every day, every single hour, and it's going to be just fine and hunky dory. This is more of a situation I think that is happening because you're using an automated system like Local Viking to do your posts. And because of that, it's probably tripping something up inside of Google, basically. I would try to do your posts, oh my God, heaven forbid, manually for a little while. See what happens. Because guess what? By the way, you also have a nice little scheduling feature inside of your GBP now for posts. So why don't you use that? Write your post, schedule it, post it. See if that works. My gut tells me about that you're going to probably have a good experience. What you got, buddy? Anything on that?
Nothing to add there.
Nothing to add there, really?
That was a perfect answer, my friend. It's almost like
Oh,
you know what you're talking about with this GBP stuff.
what's GBP?
I mean, GMB.
I mean, what's GMB? All right, let's see what we got.
Hey, Sujan, thanks for joining us for the first time, but can you please drop that in the Q&A section because as people add more chat, stuff gets bumped up and it's hard for us to keep track of what we've answered or not answered yet. So if you put it in the Q&A, we'll be sure to not miss your question.
Please, please, please.
And then looking at the leftover stuff from last time, we've got several from Axel, but he is not here, so I say we save those
Axel's not
until
here. Oh my God.
Axel's been coming a lot, and that's pretty impressive considering it's like 7 o'clock on a Friday night in Germany when we do this.
Hashtag
So,
fat.
Axel, if you're listening to the replay, we're going to save these until you are here again next time, which means the next question would be from Paul, who is here today. No big surprise. Paul's here every time. High five, Paul. Paul said, like Nate's question from last time, Paul has ownership of a profile, but not primary owner. Primary owner is having trouble figuring out how to transfer primary owner to Nate. Please advise.
Well, it's pretty much the same answer that I gave last week.
Oh, yeah, we answered. Paul said you answered that last time. I did kind of forget we answered that.
All right,
Okay.
yeah.
Next one is Rachel's question. Rachel is also here because she's here every week. Thank you, Rachel. High five.
This is a question.
Oh wait, I thought Rachel. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we answer this one about the parts and service department nesting thing last time?
Unnested.
Yes, we did. Okay, so we can skip Rachel's question. Now
right.
We've got one from Christy, who is here again.
Like I have a feeling these are all the questions from last week. That's okay. Let's keep going.
No, I don't think we did this one.
Okay. All right. Well, then this one's for you, buddy. All right. Christy. All right. Has a question. And the question is, our client has a patient who paid for a comprehensive consultation. They received a treatment estimate, and then they requested a significant influencer discount and free financing. When this was declined, she demanded a refund and threatened to leave negative reviews if not granted. Since then, multiple negative reviews, likely from individuals connected to her, have appeared on the profile. She also made threatening calls to the office, prompting a police report, and stated more negative reviews would follow. We have documentation, including screenshots of the threat, police report, and call recording. Wow, that's pretty fucking shitty, man.
Yeah.
Jesus. So I submitted a report through merchant extortion form as instructed in the form and received a case ID. I was told to flag the reviews, which I've already done. Not sure what to do next.
Yeah, I have not used the merchant extortion form myself, but that should have been enough if you report the review and also sent in documentation. Although, realistically, all that should do would be remove the additional reviews. But that person still technically is allowed to leave a review because they were a customer. Even though they were a-hole customers, they're allowed to leave you a review for that interaction. So any additional reviews from that person, obviously against policy. Any reviews from friends or family, obviously against policy. There was nowhere in the extortion review form to attach documentation.
That's incorrect. There absolutely is.
Yeah. Are you...
Absolutely is.
Christy, are you sure you used the correct form? Because the form does have a place to upload your screenshots or your videos or whatever.
And the other thing is Christy says she has a case ID. The extortion form doesn't give you a case ID.
So let's share the correct extortion form link here in the chat. I have it handy. Let me pull it up. Where is it? There we go.
Oh, Susan got it.
There we go. Beat me to it.
Susan.
All right. So for everyone who is listening and not watching, it's basically support.google.com/business/contact/merchant_extortion.
Yep.
So Christy, that should fix you.
I can tell you this, man. With that form, usually reviews go away in 24 hours, if not less. It's a really great tool that they put up. We use it all the time for our clients that have review issues, and they just go away. Boom, they're done. So it won't help if they keep doing it, obviously. You'll have to keep on filling out the extortion form, basically. But it'll at least get rid of what you got. Sorry to hear that you're having that issue. That really
sucks.
Really sucks.
Also, let's unpack it a bit, because this person came in for a full comprehensive exam of some medical nature.
Mm-hmm.
Waited until it was already done to then say, oh, hey, I'm an influencer. You should give me a discount and let me finance this for free. Anybody that is an actual influencer that was trying to get a discounted service would have been forthcoming about that at the beginning and not waited until the service was already done. So like this person is a butthole.
No, this person's a total butthole. But you know what? It also does beg the question, why didn't they just give them a refund?
I mean, who knows what kind
Shitty,
of
the shitty thing, by the way. But that is the question. That to me, that's the question. It's like,
Yeah, but who knows? This could have been like a $10,000 comprehensive health scan of your whole body, and if somebody spends, I mean, Christy, if you could chime in and let us know what was going on, that would be great. But I would assume this is probably something that is thousands of dollars as an exam that took significant time that you probably don't want to just discount that or give it away for free. You know, imagine if
oh,
a plastic surgery
oh,
consultation,
that's
and
50
that's all
bucks.
it was.
Yeah,
Okay, you're right. That doctor should have just given him the fucking refund and pieced
been done
out.
with it. Exactly. I mean, a consult is like literally 50 bucks, I think.
Yeah, a consult should have been nothing. Even if that surgeon is charging $250 for the consult, who freaking cares?
Wait a minute. And why would an influencer, quote unquote, need a free financing?
Because it's not really an influencer. It's somebody who's like, I have 10,000 people that follow me on TikTok. That makes me an influencer. I think I can get free shit. So they're trying to get,
I wonder if they wanted free financing if they got the consult.
yeah, that's probably it. They probably want to like, let me get a facelift and not have to pay for it or whatever. Yeah.
No, not the influencer. Come on, not going for a facelift, man. Think about
Maybe they are because
it.
they're trying to be an influencer. I don't know. All right, Nate's got a question left over from last time. I'm pretty sure Nate's here this time because he's usually
Uh,
around.
yep. Nate's got two questions, man.
Nate's not here though.
What? Oh,
Nate, buddy, I hope you're listening to the replay and
oh.
you hear how disappointed we are that you're not with us this week.
I know. I'm super bummed, dude.
Do you want to save those for next time too, in case he's back and we can jump right to the live stuff?
No, I'm sorry. This is the punishment. The punishment. The punishment
Well,
is
well, hopefully Nate will hear the replay. So
he's
Nate's
not.
question for you is, what would you recommend for proper structure of the UTM tracking in GBP? Is it a sin if he still establishes GBP as GMB because he's a traditionalist?
Give me the buzzer.
Is that the Chapo? No, that's this one.
No.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Yeah. There you go. That's a good one. I can go with that. So look, if you're still calling GBP, which is the stupidest acronym in the world, next to GEO, and you're calling it GMB, well, that's your problem, I guess, is really what it is. Um, yeah, no, stop it.
Actually, I would disagree. We have a lot of clients where we have the source in the UTM tracking is GMB because that's what they've had for the last 10 years. And if you want to go back and look at historical data versus today, and it's always been GMB, and now you change it to GBP, now you won't be able to do a year-over-year comparison or compare to past data without a little manual work. So, we also have a lot of clients that have other dashboards that are built or other reporting systems built out of the same analytics account that we don't necessarily want to screw up. So, yeah, should it be GBP? Sure. But if you've had it as GMB for forever, it's not really that bad to leave it.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, that's why I use the word local instead. It catches it all.
Yeah.
All right.
And that means we are over to live questions now, right?
Yes, we are, man.
So it's time to come on down. All right.
All right, Susan. Susan was dancing. She was dancing.
Thanks, Susan.
All right. So Chad is asking you, can you settle a debate? Does adding a UTM to GBP hurt your local citation? He says no, but his friend says according to their research, it does. Who's right?
This is a fun one because we actually have a client who is using one of the not so great automotive website platforms, and the owner of that platform swears up and down that adding the UTM completely destroys citation consistency and absolutely wrecks your visibility in Google. With zero data, that's just, he knows this. And even though we have said, look, I'm a product expert, I have an NDA with Google, I've been doing local SEO for 20 years, I've tested it thoroughly, I also know how things work, and it absolutely doesn't hurt, the guy continues to say that it does. So there are people out here who think that having the UTM screws up NAP consistency, but NAP consistency is name, address, phone number. Website's not part of it. And a UTM, why would that screw things up when you're trying to get better attribution for the work that you're doing and show what's going on? Like, Google would never penalize you for trying to get better data by adding UTM on. There's a reason it's called a best practice, because it's the best thing to do. So yeah, John, you're right. Your friend's wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. All right. You're welcome, Chad.
Actually, that wasn't John's question. That was Chad's question. I think John is asking the next question for you.
All right.
Yeah, Chad, to be fair, in the Q&A thing, because Ben had already clicked that we answered it, it bumped up and I didn't realize. And so I was just looking over at the top question. That's why I incorrectly said it was you. Anyway, John's question. Since staff names and reviews seem to be a no-no now, does that only pertain to 5-star reviews, or will someone mentioning a staff name in a negative review now be easier to remove?
All right. So remember earlier we were talking about nothing burgers? This guideline is also a nothing burger. Okay. It's an update that most likely was forced on Google through some kind of legal action somewhere. Okay. Saying that you can't have names in reviews. No, it's actually more about you can't pressure somebody or incentivize somebody to leave a name in the review. How the holy heck is Google going to be able to programmatically figure this out? The chances are not, right? Unless you have, hi, Greg Gifford is the best local SEO in the world. This other person leaves a review. Hi, Greg Gifford is the most awesomest website SEO person in the world. In other words, if there's a pattern, yeah, of course, it's not going
Yeah,
to work.
the pattern makes it easy, but there's nothing wrong with just having a name in there.
Exactly. And I have no, and you know, and what kind of pisses me off about this whole thing about this guideline is that everybody's out there talking about like it's the end of the world. And guess what? Our clients, they freaking are going off the wall and emailing us and going, is this true? This is how we do business. You know, is this true? People leave the names of the texts on, you know, they just do it. We don't ask them to do it. So it's disrupting a lot of people's workflows, business and such. But it's a big nothing burger. What I mean by that is that it doesn't matter if it's a 5-star review. It doesn't matter if it's a negative review. Google's not going to action this.
Actually, Google has actioned this on some people.
Okay.
When it's a pattern. As an example, you go buy a car. You may include the name of the salesperson because, hey, I spent 2 hours at the dealership talking to Ben about getting this car, and he was very helpful and guided me to something that I really enjoy and love. So maybe you might remember to put Ben. You're not going to write Ben Fisher because you're not going to write the first and last name. It's just not human nature. And when you have a block of 2,000 reviews and 95% of those 2,000 reviews mention a staff member by first and last name, that's a pretty easy pattern to detect. And we have seen some dealerships losing blocks of 200 to 300 reviews because they're just violating that pattern. But it's, again, not because the name is there. It's because first and last name is very rare. And for every single review to do that, clearly you're asking people to put that in there, so they're going to remove those reviews. But nowhere has Google ever said it's against the rules to have a name listed in a review. So it is a nothing burger. People are freaking out because they're reading the guidelines out of context.
Right. And the last thing I will say about this is that, John, is that if somebody does have a person's first and last name in a review and it's negative, you can get that removed already. That was already part of the guidelines. It's PII, man. So that could be taken care of without this update, actually. So yeah, if somebody's doing that and the first name and last name's in there, report it. Get it removed.
But like Juan, you said for your clients it would be hard to stop receiving mentions in the reviews. If they happen naturally, fine. But if the lawyer and paralegal are asking people to include the name, that's the problem. I would also say it would be unlikely that someone in a review would mention both the lawyer and the paralegal by name. They're going to do one or the other, but it's not really that common people are going to name two different people by name unless
Yeah,
you're asking.
exactly. And yes, I mean, Christy has a great point. Doctors, doctors always get mentioned. Hands down, people mention their doctor's name.
Yeah.
But they usually say Dr. Blah, or whatever. Same thing with lawyers. People mention their lawyers' names. So that's why I'm saying that's anyway. That's all there is really to say about it, I guess, at this point.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Mark has a question for you, Bucko. The user selects custom display name and picture when leaving a review on Google Maps. Does that affect all previous and future reviews?
I actually don't know the answer to this one, but I would suspect it's only for that review.
It's a valid question, actually.
Yeah, I
I,
don't actually know the answer.
yeah, I mean, if I had to guess, it would change it going forward. No, actually, it's a really hard call on this one.
I don't think they would go back and make it retroactive. I would guess it's one of two things. It's either that review and that review only. So you would have to select custom name and picture every time you leave a review if you don't want it to be you. Or you put custom name and picture in once and it does that for every review that you leave moving forward.
I think what should happen is I think that Mark should, while we're answering the next couple questions, I think Mark, I think you should go and you should go do this and then come back and tell everybody what you found out.
That is an excellent idea. Mark, you got homework. Go knock it out for us. Let us know what happens.
Nope, go ahead, do it, Mark. Do it, do it. As a matter of fact, Greg, pick your favorite scary character.
I just got Pinhead tattooed on me on Tuesday.
And Mark, go make Pinhead with an image of Pinhead, your name, okay? Use a sock puppet account if you're scared. But otherwise, just go ahead and do it. Make it Pinhead and see what happens. Does it affect all reviews or just that one? We're counting on you, Mark.
All right, while Mark is doing his homework, Sujan, first time with us. Thanks for joining us. I have a
Right.
question for you. The reason for suspension was a Google account restriction. Question, is it necessary to change the Google account first before starting the appeal process, or can we submit the first appeal, then an additional appeal request, and then proceed to the escalation process later? One of his clients is not trying to understand the situation. He doesn't want to remove the restricted Google account.
Yeah. So Sujan, I have dealt with this typical scenario. Usually what I will do is I will play the I'm right na 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 boo boo game. What I mean by that is I will go ahead and my customer will basically say, I am not going to do that. And then I will say, great. When it fails, will you do it then? And they always say yes. But what they're doing is they think they're awesome. They think they're right. They think they're going to lose something, which they're not, by the way. Um, and so they're like, no, just try it anyway. I've seen this with documentation issues, all sorts of stuff. Oh, I don't have a utility bill. Well, it's not going to get work then. Well, just do it anyway. Okay, fine.
Yeah, use my business card.
No, dude, I've had people go, use my picture of my face.
Yeah.
I've seen, it's like, yeah, okay, sure. Anyway, but yeah, just go ahead and just do it. And then it won't work. And then you'll be right. And your customer will feel like you are right about everything from then on out, or ever, basically.
Pretty much.
Yep. or they'll take credit for something else.
Yeah.
That's also. I don't know. You got anything else on that, buddy?
I got nothing else there.
All right. Then we have a question from anonymous attendee. So, there used to be a tiny light bulb icon or something of the sort in the my Google Business Profile dashboard that would show insights, but I'm no longer seeing this. Does this go away or is it hidden somewhere?
Oh, it's still there, but it's called performance. So you got to click the little performance button to get to the performance data, which is what they call insights now.
Yep.
So there you go.
That's it. That's all there is to it. Well, my friends, we are at 0 questions in the queue.
So that means if people don't throw something in there real quick, we're going to end it a little bit early and give y'all a little bit more time to get into your weekend.
Exactly. So
let me drop a.
Look at that. We get one. Boom.
Oh, Max wants us to. So are we roasting or are we roasting a competitor or are we evaluating work that you've done, Max?
Law assessment, huh? Hmm.
On any law firm we think is great.
Let's do Denopolis again. Not.
Was that the cheeseball guy in Vegas?
That was the total cheese ball from Vegas. Yes. Did I tell you?
Max, just pick us one. Like you're in Vegas, so do a search and pick one of the 3 that shows up in the pack.
Yeah, but don't give us Denopolis. That guy looks like a total jerk.
Yeah.
And dude, you know what really gets me is like I don't drive a lot here in Arizona, right? But it's like I mean I'm going back and forth between Chandler and such this last weekend. This guy's freaking face is all over the place. Billboards everywhere on the radio. Oh God, anyway.
All right, Richard Harris. So first, I want to look here, and it is Richard Harris Law Firm. He is also referring to himself as Richard Harris Law Firm there. If we go to About, this website's awful. That's Richard Harris Personal Injury Law Firm, so they're not consistent with their name.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got personal injury there, Richard Harris Law Firm there.
Yeah, this is an SEO that's going out and going, we need to repeat the name 5 times. They're using
The timeline on this page is ridiculous.
but it looks pretty cool actually.
Good Lord. It's just a giant page of timeline stuff, which is nothing. But let's go to the car accident lawyer page, and he doesn't have his name. So let's find Richard Harris on this page. Yeah, they are mostly calling themselves Richard Harris Law Firm, which means Richard Harris Personal Injury Law Firm is keyword stuffing. So that's not great. Let's check out their categories.
Yep. And Susan, if you have thoughts, put them in the chat. Do it.
Why is that not working? They only have personal injury attorney, so that's not great. Let's check out reviews. So they are responding to all positive reviews, but that's not really that hard. Let's check out the negative reviews.
And of course,
responding to all positive, but no negative.
Yikes.
At least not in the last 2 months, anyway. No communication. They won't take your case. They try to sign you without, sounds like a standard Vegas PI attorney.
Sounds like any PI attorney, actually.
Yeah, pretty much. Local area code phone number, that's great. Of course, they're open 24 hours. You know what? What's your vibe on this when people have 2 different appointment links?
I think it's silly.
I think it's silly too. Add one link. This doesn't go to their site, so they can't track that at all. This does, but this is an appointments page. If you click to here, this is just a contact page, and we've seen a lot of people getting those links removed. You're supposed to put a link to a page that lets you book an actual appointment, so that contact link could be a problematic situation. You shouldn't have stuff in products like this because these are services, not products.
And they will be going away. Here we go. The posts. Yeah. Everybody messes this up, man.
Yeah, like Las Vegas car accident lawyers. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car crash and it's a dude with a headache for the photo.
Exactly.
And why are you loading in? They're loading in square images instead of widescreen images, so you get the big black boxes. And then, like, let's see if this even goes to. It does actually go to the car accident page, so at least they're doing that. But then we've got.
Easy, bro. When we go over to Facebook or Insta or whatever they got down there,
It's gonna be the same thing.
Yeah.
And here's a truck accident one with just a picture of a doctor and a wrist. But, like, look how they screen captured it somewhere, and you've got the little green phone icon in the bottom corner. That's sloppy. Then this weird stock image with very poorly, like, again, they've got the phone image there. These may be, like, screen captures off the website. I don't know. But, like, this one, injured at work, and it's a picture of the two guys that are partners in the firm. Very poorly cut out from the background. Like, throw it into AI and say remove the background. It's going to do a better job than the cutout here.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
You literally say, we can help you with a workers' comp injury. Call us 24 hours a day for a free consultation. But then they have a learn more link instead of a call button. And then this one, no photos even. Like, these are great examples of how not to do posts.
Yeah, this is all social media stuff.
Yeah, but even for social media, these are garbage.
Oh, I completely agree. Like the little kid there on the bench. What the fuck?
And, like, they did a post, and sure, this is back in 2022, but still, a post of most dangerous roads and intersections in Nevada. Here's a bunch of roads that are dangerous. Like, why? Like, this is a full-on, like, half a blog post linking to which roads are dangerous. Why would you put that as a Google post?
And there's a link.
And there's a link, and yeah, like, all, like, bad stuff. Oh, let's check. This is always fun. Are they actually using Twitter? They have not ever posted.
Never.
So why are you linking to it? Let's look on. Why I wouldn't link to LinkedIn ever. What's the point? Let's see if they're posting on YouTube.
Blah.
10 days ago. Okay. Looks like just an ad, though. Yeah, it's just a bunch of commercials. But still, at least they're posting there, so, I mean, you can't really fault them for that. But even here on YouTube, logo at the top, Richard Harris Law Firm. Name, Richard Harris Personal Injury Law Firm. Just not great.
Nope. Somebody thinks that's going to help their SEO.
But yeah, like here on the website, this stupid pop-up with what kind of matter can we assist you with when I've just landed on the site pop-up is going to hurt them because Google will penalize them for it. Let's go back to the homepage. Personal injury attorneys in Las Vegas, Richard Harris Law Firm. Okay, great. You don't need to have a phone number in your meta description. That's pretty dumb.
Oh, I love how the way they had the word call in all caps too, by the way.
Yeah. The colors are weird too. Like the green and yellow and white and maroon are odd. And the green lines around billions you can't even see against the image.
Yeah.
Like, wow, this is just so, this almost looks like ads. There's so many logos and crap up here. And then, okay, cool. Attorneys, whatever. Let's see if you've got alt text on these.
Uh-huh.
Just the name of the guy. So that alt text is just the name of the person, not anything keyword rich, which is silly. Oh, I wonder if those are optimized to size of display. Let's check that out. Nope, the image is much larger. It's about 25 to 30% larger than what it's displayed. These might even be worse than that.
Well, maybe
Yep.
they think somebody's viewing this on a 100-inch TV.
What's on a 100-inch TV?
They think people are viewing this on a
Oh
100-inch
yeah.
TV.
But then, like, look, you're landing on the homepage of a personal injury attorney. The first part, billions win for our clients, get help now. Okay, what does that take me to? That just takes me to the contact page. It doesn't set an appointment. It doesn't say anything about whether a consultation is free or not. That's not great. Then the very first thing underneath that, because everybody reads top to bottom, left to right, is traffic cameras. Live streaming traffic cameras. That's not important for the homepage. 3 times bigger payouts. Okay, cool, whatever. 99% client satisfaction. Some logos for trust. But then pictures of the lawyers. So we've already scrolled down once, twice, before we get to any kind of text, and it's just a couple of sentences, and then it's some videos, and then it's a big ass form, and then they literally only have maybe 150 words on the page. Like, they're not going to rank for squat.
Yeah,
But then at least the video is embedded and you can choose to play and it doesn't autoplay. But like, we've got 1 font size, 2 font size, 3, 4, 5 font sizes in only about 6 sentences. And then there's 7 up there. Why are those linked? You can link directly to the attorney. Like, what is this?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, good Lord, that's awful.
You have to throw all of their freaking attorneys up there.
And then this, what's your story? What's your story is not book an appointment or tell us how we can help you. And then available 24/7. Like, literally, you're taking up the entire viewport with one form. Why? Then hopefully these, only the logos link, but the text don't. That's
And it's there for SEO purposes.
stupid. And then, okay, we've got 4 locations. Let's see what they're doing for schema then. Legal service and local business. That is incorrect. You shouldn't do both. They don't even have
Well,
it set up right because they don't.
yeah, Chad brings up a good point. There's a silly little phone icon in the bottom left.
Yeah, because I'm in a click to call on desktop.
Right.
Like, is anybody really going to land on the site and need all 4 phone numbers up top? No. And then why do we have a massive, like, practice area link down here? Because it's going to help you with SEO.
Exactly. Not to
At least
mention,
they're not linking to Twitter down here.
really should have dynamic phone numbers in your header. Based on your location, it shows you the right phone number. Very easy to do.
And they really love showing their attorneys because, look,
Shit.
let's throw pictures of our attorneys on our sitemap page because that's what people are looking for. Wow, look at, these are all of their posts.
I think Google stops at
Paradise.
like Google stops at 20 now, doesn't it?
Accidents with injuries on Flamingo Road. I love when personal injury attorneys do this bullshit where they're like, let's put a blog post up just of the police feed of wherever there was an accident. So now we're going to be authoritative because we're talking about all the accidents that happen in Las Vegas. This is the dumbest strategy ever and will do absolutely nothing for you.
Very agreed.
But Jesus, look at that. Now here we're on pages. Just a ton of crap.
Well, Jan is saying,
Oh my God, they have one for every hotel.
Jan is saying they're actually ranking.
I mean, this actually isn't a horrible concept to have a different page per hotel/casino, but it's going to be really hard to do that for all the places in Vegas and actually have helpful, unique content.
I'll bet you it's all template.
Because holy cow, look how many there are.
Yeah.
And then this traffic accident camera stuff. Just look on the right on the scroll bar, like how many pages this guy has.
My goodness. There's an SEO company out there that's making bank.
Yeah. Yep. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. Holy cow. You
Right?
don't need
Exactly.
a staff page for all those people. Like, what does Kara have a page for? Oh, it's just a link to the page that Kara is on. Well, that's why do you have that on a sitemap?
That's freaking stupid.
Like, this is one page with every. So, holy cow. That means each of these. Wait, why does that.
Do they all link to that page?
I'm gonna. This has to be redirecting, right?
Uh, oh yeah, no, somebody screwed up, man.
Yeah, they left all of that on the sitemap and 301'd all of them. So they used to have individual pages for all these people, and instead of just fixing the sitemap and saying, "Oh, it's just one page," they've got 100 fucking links on the page that all 301 back to the staff page. It's so
Ah.
lazy.
So in other words, they know somebody didn't actually fix the problem.
Well, they're doing scholarship link building. Wow.
Of course,
Yeah, I
I
would
wouldn't.
not say this is a great one. Okay, anything to add, my friend?
No, no, it's pretty much a crap. It's pretty much crap.
Yeah. And then we got another question from John. I will ask you that one since I just did a bunch of talking.
All
That
right.
may be it for the day unless something else slides in last minute. So, John's question for you. We had a client move their office from outside of Tampa to downtown Tampa in the fall. They have perfect ratings and
Okay.
150 plus reviews, but they have gotten zero traction in local Falcon scans with visibility. 12 new reviews in the last 90 days. Does Google negate past authority when you move a new listing? Hard to see why the visibility is super low for non-brand at this point.
So the answer is if you move the listing and you didn't create a new listing, then no, the authority does actually go with it. Why would it not be ranking? That's a great question. There's a lot of different it depends in there.
John, what kind
The
of business is it?
I was going to say the main thing here might be is that they just moved from an area that has more, oh, it's PI. Yeah, they just moved maybe to an area that has more competition. I
Yeah,
mean,
if you're moving from the suburbs, like out on the beach where you're not actually in Tampa proper, there's way less competition. You move downtown where all the attorneys are, way more competition. You're not necessarily if you were ranking number one before and now you move in downtown, you're not going to stay number one because there's more competition and your location is different.
yep.
Also, I don't feel like local Falcon is the way to judge whether you have traction or not because rank tracking is kind of bullshit, y'all.
Man, I like local Falcon. It's like any tracker out there, right? It's going to give you an idea.
No, yeah, it's not. I'm not trying to disparage local Falcon in any way. I think it's a kick-ass tool, but if you're judging the success of their visibility or your SEO work based off of any sort of rank tracking solution, that is not the right way to be tracking it. Like you use rank track grids as a high level view of directionality, not as a KPI of success.
Yep, exactly. All right, brother. I think with that, unless something sneaks in here in the next 15 seconds, I think we're done for the day.
We are done, and it is time for the weekend.
I think it is. Absolutely is. All right, everybody. That's another episode. Oh, wait, something snuck in. What's a going rate for services? Lawyers.
Like for providing SEO to lawyers? Is that what you're asking, Max?
Oh, per month for SEO GBP.
I mean, it depends. Are you doing content? Are you doing link building? Are you doing all the things? Are you only doing their GBP? Like it really the industry standard is billing $150 an hour. Like that is coming out of a bunch of surveys. There's lots of people that will do it for less. There's lots of people that will do it for more. But across everything, industry standard billing rate is $150 an hour. So you figure out how many hours it's going to take you to do what you need to do and multiply it by 150, and there's your billable rate. You're welcome, Max.
You are totally welcome. All right. Last question. What is your KPI for success, Greg?
Selling more shit. Everything else is just outcomes, or everything else is just signal noise. People don't hire you to get you to rank them. People don't hire you to get them to show up in the map pack. People don't hire you really to get more leads. People hire you so that they can sell more shit. So selling more shit is the KPI for success. You got to attribute that to your work, and that's really hard to do because unless you have really good attribution set up and they have a CRM that's running well, it's going to be hard. But for years, we all pushed people to say that traffic and clicks were the KPI for success. But now with AI, traffic and clicks are no longer a reasonable way to look at success because we're all losing traffic, we're all losing clicks. But guess what? Conversions are the same or moving up. So I would suggest look more towards the bottom of the funnel, and it's going to be the leads that you get them, which is not they're basically conversions. What conversions are they getting? And are they selling stuff off of those conversions? Because if they're getting a bunch of conversions and none of those conversions are converting into sales, then they're not really qualified leads. So it's, are you getting them qualified leads that are turning into sales? That's really all that matters.
We focus more on the leads than the sales side, and here's a reason. Okay. And that is that you cannot base your success based on the strength of their appointment taking ability.
Exactly. Or their conversion ability of once somebody shows up, are they going to actually buy or not?
You can have a crappy ass salesperson, they can have a broken intake process, whatever. But if you're bringing them the leads, that's your job.
Yeah.
It's their job to convert. It's nice to know what the average conversion is because then you can state, we brought you X amount of dollars worth of X amount of leads, which should have led to potential of X revenue, right? But you can't control the revenue. So I that's where I'll push back is you can't really use sales as a ROI.
Well, but you can look at it because if they do have their shit together, then sales increase too.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Real quick to answer Daniel's question, although Daniel, you were a naughty boy to put it in the webinar chat and not in the Q&A, but he asked how much I still use my scoring matrix and have I automated it with AI. We still use it all the time, and I am in the end stages of having it finished. I'm validating it on all the different automotive website platforms right now, and because every platform is unique, I have to train it to find things correctly on those platforms and then go back and do regression testing to make sure when I've gotten it to work on this newest platform that I'm testing it on that I haven't broken how it worked on the others. But yeah, it's awesome. And by probably a week or two from now, we'll be fully automated. Sweet. And answering exactly like I would, which is the key.
Excellent, man. Well, I'm going to say with that, look at that. 10:59.
I know, right?
Yes, exactly. All right. Fantastic. Well, everybody have a wonderful weekend. Have a great, enjoyable time. Relax, kick back, do whatever it is.
And have a happy Mother's Day for all the mothers with us, or wish your mothers or spouses or partners happy Mother's Day over the weekend as well.
Exactly, exactly. And with that, my friend, I will catch you on the flip side.
See y'all.